Hey DIYers, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking landscaping today, and we just moved into our new house, and it looks like the landscaping really wasn't well maintained previously. So what we'll do is walk the property. We're going to show you what it looks like right now, and then we're going to get it all redone and show you what it looks like afterwards. Let's go outside and take a look. All right, YouTubers, we're walking the property now, and this is going to all be redone. And there is our well. And we may have a surprise going here, or I'll show you another place. I already have begun the landscaping here, and what I want to show you is these plants. Those are staying. We really like them. We like the color. And our goal is to have a similar flower from that edge right there all the way until it turns that corner. That hosta will be uprooted and transplanted to a different portion downstream. And we kind of want similar flowers going all the way to the step there. And the rocks will continue all the way to the wall. We had two holly plants right there that were beginning to die. We had a really big bush right here, and we had a company come in and cut them out and grind the stumps 6 inches below the surface, which is nice. And in here, as well as out there, we are thinking about maybe some hydrangeas and feeding down below. This will be rocked off here to separate this portion up here with this portion here. And as you can see, it's all rock so far. And our plan is to have rocks on the front end of the property. And then once we get to this wall here, it becomes all mulch, and we're still hoping to pick the mulch color here shortly, either black, brown, or red. This is a transplant. Just a few days ago, that was way up there, and we're thinking about making this entire area here nothing but hostas. And we have not decided on this yet. This right here, since it's perfectly accessible with our walkout basement doors, we are thinking about having a garden. Now that it's not set in stone, however, right now it's still up in the air. I will update you here shortly. These rocks, they had fallen. The previous owner let this whole side of the flower bed and landscaping go to waste. Rocks were tumbling down the hill, crashing into others. And as you can see here, you can kind of see the outline that the rocks and soil have left over the months or years. Who knows how long they've been here, but this whole wall was degraded and crumbling down on the concrete slab there. Moving along, in addition, this flower bed right here, it's a unique flower bed. And the reason I say that is because our property septic tanks are buried inside the flower bed, and we just had those emptied because we just moved in. And the previous owner did not mention when they were emptied last. So we've got a 1,000-gallon tank here and a 1,500-gallon tank right there. And the cool thing is we didn't have to dig up any portions of our yard to find the caps. We just had to dig up the flower bed. And we got a couple videos on our septic system. And in the event that you come across those, you'll see what this looked like before the crew came in, cleaned it up, and laid this mat. It did not look good at all. In addition, we had a big bush here. I'll show you a photo right now. And as you can see, it's just gone to waste. Previous owner just let it go. We're gonna keep that. We like that one. That's a fire bush. And in the fall, it basically turns red. It's really pretty. And we're gonna have some tall grass. As you can see here, it got tall last season and then died. Our goal is to have plants or bushes that are tall enough to alleviate the view of the under portion of the deck. We like this one. We're just going to maintain it over the years with a hedge trimmer. And that surprise I was talking about up near the well a bit ago, that surprise might go here, so we're not sure where we're gonna put it. Down to beneath the pergola. And as you can see here, we've got steps that go all the way up, and landscaping and flowers are going to be all the way up the steps on each side. And I like this little bed here. Not sure what we're putting there, but you will see. Going up the steps, same thing. Tall grass to alleviate the view of the under portion of the deck. That bush, I was 50-50 on that. We actually kept it. However, there was the same bush way over here. And again, that company came in and cut it down and grinded the stump 6 inches below the surface. And I like the layout of the rocks. The main reason why I wanted that bush gone is because of the layout of these rocks. This is a perfect little area for pretty flowers. Now, in the event that that bush was up here, it would have been perfectly in line with the one here, and it would have fit more or been more presentable. So again, it doesn't look good now, but it will. Coming up to the top. I love those. Those are staying. I like this. This is beginning to bloom. And this little vine here, we're 50-50 on that. And I love these. So those will stay as well. We are back to here. So we will show you the end product. To the back deck. We love these, unfortunately. These have come and gone as far as bloomed, and they're starting to dwindle down, and from here they'll just be regular bright green bushes, which is still going to be pretty. All this will be removed. Load of mulch is here. Very pretty. All right, YouTubers, we're back outside and we've made huge progress. The landscaping company is basically done, and we've got a few very pretty flowers in here, hydrangeas, and we'll make our way around. Our DIY Raptor is going to go right there. I think that'll be a perfect fit. There's another white hydrangea. Continuing on. These are very pretty. The problem with those are they are trees and they've got huge stumps, and a company is going to come in and remove those so the stumps do not continue to grow and the roots do not damage our sidewalk nor the foundation of our garage. However, once those are removed, we are going to get very similar colored pretty flowers to go in that portion there. And starting here, we picked roses, and they alternate red and pink and all the way down. And I just freshly watered here. And red roses, and these are the pink ones, which are extremely pretty. Look at that. I love roses, very pretty. And again, alternating red and pink. I just love that. Very, very pretty. And continuing down, making the turn toward the house, and we've got a couple different flowers inside the red pots. In addition, coming down here, very unique color. It's a mixture of green and yellow, kind of a neon green look. I really like those. And these are hydrangeas that go in a straight line all the way to the house, and they alternate white and blue, which is very pretty. And as you can see, the blue is coming out, and it's really, really pretty. And these are going to get big and fill up this entire bed here. Let's go over to these blue portions. They get blue, which is really, really pretty. They start out kind of greenish. Here is a white hydrangea, and take a look at those buds. They start like that, and they continue to grow, and they end up white. And for the blue ones, they turn very blue. We really like those. And again, we had hollies here, and they were beginning to become discolored and fade and die away. We had a humongous bush here that was completely dead, and from here we added lilies, and then we got one single hosta right there. And continuing down, these are very pretty and will grow very pretty colorful flowers as the summer goes on. Landscaping company did something very cool. They added steps to allow us to get to our hose. I have the hose on the other side of the house right now, watering a portion of lawn that used to be a garden but is now a lawn. And we moved our garden to here. Nothing big, but we've got tomato plants, we've got jalapeno plants, we've got pepper plants, parsley, peppermint, and a few other fun items. We will have strawberries and maybe a couple more fruits. And on this side, the mulch needs to be finished. They are almost done. This will be extremely beautiful once all that mulch is covered and spread out evenly throughout this bed. And in this bed, we chose knockout roses and one single white hydrangea in the middle. And as far as the roses, we alternated between red and white and yellow, and that's really cool. The white and yellow start yellow and they fade to white, and very pretty. Again, alternating red and yellow and white. And we moved some lilies up into there, and those, if if you remember correctly, they were very tall and very dead. So what the landscaping guys did was they cut all of the dead grass away, and then we began to water it, and all of that is growing back. And again, the reason why that was all planted there years ago is to hide the under portion of the deck. That will get very tall and it will be all green, which is nice. And there's our fire bush. We love that. We're so glad we kept that. That's going to turn fire red in the fall when it cools down. We kept that humongous bush or tree. I think it's a tree. And a couple additional plants that are going to get pretty big and spread out in this entire area. That's basically the entrance portion to our stairs. And as you can see here, this was very, very filthy, and the landscaping company did an incredible job. What they did was they took all of these lilies or grass plants from the septic tank garden. This was the septic tank area, and we had it all dug up, and now it's been all redone, and it's filled with very pretty peonies. And they moved all the lilies up to the walkway, which is awesome. Continuing up, this is a very cool vine. A couple days ago, there were so many pretty white flowers on that. I wish I would have filmed that a couple days ago. But as you can see, the petals are beginning to fall off and blow away in the wind. It was so pretty. And another grass plant that is going to get very tall and hide the under portion of the deck. And as we make our way up, we have a hosta section on each side of the walkway extending up to the sidewalk. And I love hostas, and they come back every year and prettier than ever. In addition, let me stand up here. This is our very cool rock design, as you can see here, and we chose red and yellow and white alternating rose bushes. Again, these are knockout rose bushes. These come back every year and they bloom all summer long. We absolutely love those, and the deer do not eat them, which is always a good thing. And up here, these bushes were so pretty. They were filled with beautiful pink flowers, and these are clematis vines or clematis flowers. They grow out of the ground into a vine, so you got to make sure you've got something for them to wrap around, and they come in all different colors. Coming over to this side, another one of our clematis flowers, and they still have to finish up this portion. We had a floor of myrtle flowers, or that myrtle plant, and we chose to uproot that and get rid of that. We're gonna lay the mat and fresh mulch, and that will be very pretty. So that is it, YouTubers. Hopefully you like the video and we give you some good ideas on what to do with your landscaping. Again, the landscaping company did an incredible job. Do us a favor, YouTubers, below the video you'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. And I don't know if I mentioned it previously, however, that is where the garden used to be, and just a couple days ago we planted grass seed. And if you want to know how to turn a garden into fresh green grass, check out the video scrolling above. Again, YouTubers, thanks for watching. And real quick, I just wanted to show you our lilies have begun to bloom. We've got yellow, we've got pink, we've got orange. Here it is, check that out. There is our DIY Raptor, and I think that's a perfect spot for it. Yes, you can still see the pallet. Here's my plan with the pallet. I'm not going to bury it, because if you bury it, it will rot, and that's the last thing I want. What I'm going to do is purchase a bunch of miscellaneous flower pots and lay them around the pallet to a point where it hides the pallet pretty good. And I really like this spot because from 4 o'clock on the rest of the evening, it is in the shade. You can see sun here and the shade, and this garage portion is shading that Raptor. We do have that protective sealant on it. However, I like it in the shade. It looks really good. It gets a lot of sun in the morning from the east, and from about 4 p.m. and on, it gets to hang out in the shade. And I also want to show you one more thing. Do you remember those big burgundy trees that I mentioned right here? Company came in and cut them down and grinded the stumps 6 inches deep. And what we're planting here is 4 to 5 bleeding heart plants. And if you're not familiar with bleeding heart plants, they're pretty unique, and we really like how they look, so we are going to do that. And we just love that. A perfect spot for it. You can drive in the driveway and see the DIY Raptor, and it will look a lot better once that pallet is hidden away behind all of those pots of flowers. And it is shiny. What we did was added a really nice clear coating UV protectant. And in the event that you are curious what product we use for all of our lawn decor, definitely check out the link scrolling above. It shows you the product as well as the process and steps on how to properly apply it. Look at that. That is very shiny. Love it. In addition, we just had an entire irrigation or sprinkler system that manages our entire flower beds around the entire house. And the cool part about the system is it is wireless and we can control everything with our phone. And we do have a video that does a walkthrough on the wireless sprinkler system, and that is scrolling above as well. All right, DIYers, back to the hill rock wall. And here is a sneak peek of our irrigation system that will be buried here in a few days with additional soil. I just wanted to show you the progress of the vegetable garden. Got romaine lettuce, we have cayenne peppers, and these are coming along pretty good. They're all over the place. In addition, we have jalapenos, and we've got parsley. We have cucumbers. You can see one there. They're all throughout this plant. We have sun sugar tomatoes, and these will be smaller than your traditional beefsteak tomatoes, and these will be orange. And in the back, we've got beefsteak tomatoes, a whole bunch of them on that plant, and those are going to get real big and bright red and be really yummy on burgers. To the back deck, that grass plant's getting pretty high and hiding the under portion of the deck as designed. And the mulch is completed. Looks pretty good.